All right, Matt, we back on the SOLC Rawls Parade of Stars.
Keep it rolling.
Yeah, we it's not a full telethon, but we will donate money to the fictional Will Smith bail fund. That is what we're doing here tonight. One of the best moments in Black history that we know of in this current period.
One of
Man, that nigga don't need no money.
Right. I'm not. First of all, thank you. I'm not giving Will Smith $1. Keep that. He need to pay mine. He need to put something on my prepaid legal.
Yo,
but man, we keeping it rolling, man. We got RVS. We got R8ted R.
We coming
for you. Hey, and if there's ever been a moment where that clip,
man, oh man. It's just another example of somebody else forgot where they was at and just let that full niggerdom come out, dog. That's what we saw last night on the Oscars.
It was
5 seconds. All it takes is 5 seconds.
I thought they had the Oscars on UPN last night when they first told me what had happened with that. I was like, my God, man. What happened? Like, what happened with this? So immediately, I'm going to tell y'all, I thought about y'all first because I was like, was this scripted? Was this a thing? Is this a storyline? And now I've come to find out a day later that it absolutely is a storyline, but it was not scripted. So it's like people want to use the F word about if wrestling was real, whatever it is. We had the script and then it got tore up and they just went completely in the business for themselves. This felt like when Wade Barrett and them showed up for the first time.
Yeah, but Daniel Bryan choked that dude out with his own tie and then got fired and brought back later. That's exactly what happened.
Hey, that dude right there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bobby Lashley.
I couldn't believe, like, I was just going through, like, I didn't watch any, I just heard about it on social media along with everybody else, probably. What side note, I think it's safe to say now in the year of 2022, like, anything that you do that's egregious, you need to stay the hell away from social media because it's on there immediately.
Yes.
Like,
it's on and cracking.
It is crazy. But I was just shocked. I think I rewatched the video. So I found the uncensored version first.
Yeah.
And I
the
just
Japanese
rewatched
one.
it like 6 times. I'm like, are you serious? Smack the shit out of him.
So if we had to put it, whose working punch did it look like though?
Ooh.
Oh man. So it had a little bit of Bret Hart in it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Scott Hall. It definitely had that Scott Hall cock back and follow through.
Yeah.
So in the upper over my shoulder here, that's the Rock's chin. What I was really hoping for was that he would really break it all the way back and then whip it in like the Rock, because that would have been on a whole nother level of OC. Spit in the hand, come in, deliver the people's slap. That would have been a whole nother level.
It was a hell of a slap, man. It was a hell of a slap. I can't lie.
So, all right, man. So, a couple of questions I got for y'all with this entire thing right now is that it's very clear that Will needs a manager now. So, like, we got to get Teddy Long on the phone. I don't know, man. I mean, there's the big question. Was this a heel turn for Will, or was this an extension of the storyline where he's still a face?
Oh man, I think this is Will Smith going back to his roots, man. Yeah. Shout out to DJ Jazzy Jeff, man. He posted, a little bit after it was timed perfectly. It was after the slap, but like right before he won the Oscar, he was like, "Hey, shout out to Will. You're no longer the prince, but you the king now." You know what I'm saying? So I think this is going back to his origin story when the Fresh Prince had hands back in the day before he was the clean rapper. Parents didn't understand. Now he was throwing hands, dog. Like. He forgot where he was, and he went back to the beginning.
Yeah, they always say that Will Smith and them had to fight on tour all the time. Brought to you in
part by Woodford Reserve today.
So. Yes.
But they said Will Smith and them had to fight on tour all the time. Like that was Jazzy and Will. They said to fight on tour because NWA's on the tour, Public Enemy, Ice-T, and everybody thought they was gonna get over on the promoters. Everybody would try to get over on it. So they said we had to fight the most.
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean, you see them, they clean rappers, you think they soft, but I mean that goes to show you, man, everybody got their breaking point.
Yeah.
Everybody can revert back to where they was. Will is like Mr. Positive, Mr. Motivation on social media, but he lets you know right then and there, hey, bruh, hey, it's still here. It's still, the hand is still heavy.
Right. But to piggyback on that too, Will Smith has been dealing with a lot for the last 3 to 6 months. It was bound to, that breaking point was there. Like it's like that I think that was just the last straw. Like, you know what? I'm gonna go slap this motherfucker for saying this shit. I think that's what it was, man. Like it was the last straw. Like like when we talk about gas prices, it's that last 5 miles when your light is on before your car about to turn off. That's where Will was at.
So remember when Ron Burgundy tackled Veronica Cornerstone because she did the news when he was trying to run to the station.
Yep.
and she did the news and took his spot, and he just tackled her and they fought. That's what that was. Here's the thing I thought. I've been getting ready for this segment ever since we decided to do this show last night because I had to think. I was like, what persona in wrestling did Will take on last night? And I landed in between two things. I feel like he gave us the heel turn that we always wanted for John Cena.
Right.
But now I really want him to be Roman Reigns. But people have been booing him and they've been against him. Now I just want for him to be like, you know what? This is who I am. I let you know. Don't put my woman's name in my mouth. Now I'm the head of the table.
Yep, I think that's it. I think I totally agree.
and it helped that he won an Oscar right after that.
Right.
In that situation, exactly. So I was like, did he cash in the Money in the Bank last night? Like, he slapped dude, and then he still won the title. Like, what happened?
Right.
So y'all brothers have a new spin on a time-honored tradition on the show that y'all wanted to release as a part of the telethon tonight, man. So walk people into where we're at with this and what this award is going to be.
Yes, sir. Well, just like we have every show on the We Coming For You cast, we have a very illustrious awards that we give out on their program. So this award, and I'll let R8ted R color in the lines, but this award is now christened the Keep My Wife's Name Out Your Mouth Award. R8ted R, tell the people how they can get this award.
Well, it's kind of the other end of the equation of the On God and Them Award. So, on the God and Them Award, I'll explain the On God and Them Award. The On God and Them Award, we call it the On God and Them Award because Adrian Broner said he was going to beat the shit out of Manny Pacquiao one day, and Manny Pacquiao commenced beating his ass. That's what the On God and Them Award was. Well, we give you an award if you say you're going to do something, you ain't going to do it. I think it's reversed now with the Keep My Wife's Name Out Your Mouth Award. This is when you say you're going to do something and you follow through with it at 110%.
So is Will going to be the inaugural winner of his own award?
Yes,
absolutely. In the tradition of John Jones, he has to be the first person to get his own award.
So, like in history, though, like if we were retroactively giving this award out, do we have any other examples of being like this spot paid out as much as this one did? I can't think of nothing that you had to deliver like this.
I can't think of anything right now because it's just overshadowed about the magnitude of what Will did.
I mean, we could go all the way back to the Muhammad Ali, like, what's my name fight.
Yeah.
That was he was like, hey man, I'm gonna make you say my name, and then he beat the old boy ass and made him say his name. Yeah. That might be a retroactive one right there.
Yeah, he did.
So question for y'all real quick. Jerry the King Lawler is on Twitter now saying he did this 35 years ago.
Yes.
It just popped up on my timeline. Is this true?
Yeah. Yes. So that was the Andy Kaufman event. So, but theirs was truly kayfabe though. They worked theirs out, but Andy Kaufman was going around. Listen, if y'all ain't seen this, y'all need to watch this because Andy Kaufman was in wrestling and primarily wrestling women. And he would go out in Memphis and just be like, yo, all y'all women fat, all y'all ugly, y'all can't get in the ring with me. And like women would get in the ring with him and he would wrestle them. So they both get on David Letterman, and Jerry Lawler proceeds to smack the dog shit out of Andy Kaufman. You have to watch that whole thing. It ends with Andy Kaufman getting pile driven and then showing up on SNL with a neck brace on.
Damn.
So what if Chris Rock shows up on like the Trevor Noah show with a neck brace on?
So this is interesting. So Chris Rock's next tour actually starts on Wednesday. So we're gonna see. I feel like he's gonna be like when DDP used to tape up his whole ribs. He's gonna come out with a big old Band-Aid on his face. Yeah, he coming to St. Louis in May. Yeah.
Oh, I'm there. I'm
Yes.
there.
Yeah, we might be
Absolutely.
I'm
You're gonna have to
wearing my
drop
Fresh
like a.
Prince- I'm wearing my Fresh Prince 5s too.
He gonna have to give at least a hot 10 on what happened that night. What went through his head.
Yeah.
Wow, this is man, what a time to go on tour. I think Will Smith need to go on tour. Yeah, do the whole thing.
Do the whole thing.
Like, what are you like right now? Like, this is I don't know, man. It's definitely is the heel turn we always wanted for John Cena. It's just like if John Cena had been John Cena since like 88 or 89, and we just got it now in 2022. But I don't think that Will got that in his spirit to be like Roman Reigns with it, like to just like completely own being at the head of the table. But he got the kids that could be Jimmy and Jay. I could definitely see Jada going Paul Heyman.
Hey, you know what though? I don't know, man. I think he does have the because did you see the footage of him at the after party? Like he was completely unbothered. Like he didn't
Yes,
even
he
give a
was.
damn.
Yeah, he was dancing with the Oscar. He was two-stepping. He was just like,
Like,
hey.
it never happened.
So can you imagine how much room Will got though? Like when somebody gets warmed up, like look at these people behind me. They didn't want to hang out with Will Smith. They were scared as hell. Will Smith. Will probably didn't have to wait at the bar. Will probably got to walk through and do everything he wanted to do. Like usually when you win Best Actor, it's a hell of a night. Will Smith is the first cat that won Best Actor. Will is keeping it realer than anybody in history at the exact same time.
Absolutely.
Man, that was when Keeping It Real goes right.
Right.
I think this might be the first time we've ever seen Keeping It Real go right.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
So we're gonna ask y'all, man. So we put the poll up earlier today on a couple of the outlets for the network, man, about most OC moments of all time, man. So we've got again a reminder to everybody else, depending on when you're seeing this, still vote, still sending your messages. Let every show know what you think. We'll definitely get around to talking about it. But we've got the Malice at the Palace. We've got Kanye rushing the stage on Taylor Swift. We've got the '95 Source Awards. We've got the O.J. Simpson Bronco chase. And then we've got what's the fifth one, D? I'm missing one. The Vander Holyfield, Mike Tyson ear bite. So for y'all, where do you slot this in at on most OC things that happen on live TV for you?
This is up there. This is where this is top 3.
For sure. For sure. I can give you my 1 and 2 right now. I'll let you go first.
So off of shock value, the Detroit Pistons Indiana Pacers is my number 1 because that was crazy. like
Me too, Radar. Me too.
Because like that was at the time where like okay, so Facebook and Twitter were out, but like it wasn't as impactful as it is now. So like you literally had to like that was still in an age where you turned the TV on, your homeboys called you a text like, "Hey man, you need to turn to ESPN right now. The Pacers in Indiana are going insane right now." Like you turned into that. Like I think this would have to be second with this because it had that feel to it. Like except it was just you had all the social media outlets and everybody was talking about it. Mind you, since we're talking about ratings, do you know that this Oscars pool, it was 53% higher than what has ever been in like its lifetime of TV. And I think they pulled over 15 million viewers. That viewership like that hasn't been the same since a Super Bowl or the Monday Night Wars.
Right. Wow.
I want to know if it spiked right after that.
I'm
Like,
pretty
after
sure.
that
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
They were trying to see if Chris Rock's gonna be Jack Ruby on the side of the stage, waiting for him to come off after he got his award. That's what they was looking for.
I know that I was watching Winning Time on HBO when it happened, and I was like just screaming to my wife, like, "Give me the remote! Give me the remote!" I need the remote.
Now, this is an emergency.
There's something overwhelmingly black happening on TV, and I need to be a part of it.
I scared my wife to death. Like, I'm one of them cats that when I see something, I'm always aghast. And I was like, no, seriously, you need to see this right now. What just happened? But I will second Rated R's The Mouse at the Palace. However, that's my number 2. My number 1, Vander Holyfield, Mike Tyson. I watched that live. Me, my mama, and daddy watched that live, sitting in the room, and we was just like, "Yo, did he really? Wait a minute, no. He bit that nigga ear off." Live cannibalism on TV, dog. It's hard to top that.
So since we got y'all here right now, and we just looking at like OC storylines in the history of pro wrestling. I'm thinking about things I saw live and I was just like stunned, like what the hell just happened here. So it almost to me is like shocking at the level of when Hogan was the third man.
I got one better. I think it's as shocking as 21-1 in New Orleans.
With my man's eyes was buckshot.
Yeah. Well, one more. We got to say the first time. Or when it happened live, when Mankind got thrown off that Hell in the Cell. That was crazy. It was literally like, yo, he just died. Like,
I absolutely remember where I was at when that happened.
Yeah, my parents walked in.
I was in a room with 4 grown men who got up and ran out the room. Like, he just killed somebody on pay-per-view.
Just killed somebody on pay-per-view.
Yeah, my parents definitely looked at me, was like, hey, yo, is he good? Like, did he just die? Like, what's going on here? What you watching?
Like, is this okay? And should we be watching it? Like, the Will Smith slap came in there. Like, I'm still waiting for somebody to set him walking up on stage to Stone Cold's music. Like, I really need
somebody already did it.
It's out there.
I saw it's out there. It's out there.
I need it. I absolutely need that in my life, because when he walked up there, we was just talking about this with commentary right before y'all came on. Like, he didn't run up into the ring like he was trying to do a breakup. Like, his music hit and he walked in there. So he had enough time to know what he was going up there to do.
Right. He was processing it. He knew what he was about to do. He knew
I hope next year, my biggest hope is that next year at the Academy Awards that Will Smith drives a Zamboni into him and then comes on stage and takes somebody else out. That's all I want at this point.
Now here's the question I want to ask all y'all up here. Now we know this person probably wouldn't have done this because he has respect for people, but if he would have, if The Rock was the person who has said this, would have still went up there and did the same thing? I'm curious.
I feel like Will might have been fueled up, man. Like, it's so hard for me to see The Rock doing anything politically incorrect, which is crazy as hell considering who we're talking about. But in real life, The Rock doesn't really miss. He doesn't really do anything wrong.
Right.
I think that Will was fueled up by the fact there's some history with Chris Rock.
Yeah.
And like how that whole thing went down already. Like, The Rock and Will Smith are like formerly like the two coolest, most laid back guys in Hollywood. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like now, I don't know what happens. Like, I don't know. I don't think he's running up on The Rock. I mean, I don't think there's too many people that do that. He might yelled at him or maybe threw something at him. But to walk up and open hand slap Dwayne Johnson.
I don't know, man.
I can't see that. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Will might have looked at Jada and she would have just been like, Tupac would.
Oh.
No. So, people underestimate Tupac's brilliance and know, like, I ain't doing this fight. I'm gonna catch him slipping and jumping.
Right.
That's true. I mean,
Tupac, he's strategically doing stuff.
Pac would have definitely set the after party off.
Oh, right. That's what we would have got.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Definitely caught him slipping and let him drink. He'd have been like, oh, man, it's all good, though, G. He'd been in the bathroom. It's all good, G. Man,
Pac
you need some more Hennessy?
Pac was more the cat that they would have stood up and he would have been yelling something off camera and they would have been looking like, what the hell? Like, what's happening? There's a ruckus in the crowd. And then later on, you got some tragedy. Like, that was the type of cat
Well, fellas.
Right,
thank you.
Man, give us some parting shots, man, on this.
Yeah. Let everybody know where to get y'all up at.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm RVS, man. You can find me at Franchise06. It's FRANCHICE06 all social media, and the homeboy right here is.
Y'all already know what it is. I'm not gonna do the slap because you don't have to edit it right now. But I already found me on all social media platforms at R8ted_R.
Hey, this is gonna drop real quick, man. Big week for y'all, man. This is Super Bowl week. This is one of the Super Bowl weeks for y'all, man. Hey, give me a WrestleMania. Give me a WrestleMania wild prediction, both of y'all, real quick. Where's it gonna turn at?
Oh man, so it's gonna turn for us Friday night when we go to Gillies and go to this Kevin Nash party and have an open bar. The rest of the weekend is going to be very wild after that. So we shall see where we end up.
Yep.
I have a wild prediction. Brock Lesnar loses, then gets the belt back by beating another black wrestler. That's just a wild thing, though. That I'm just thinking about. Like,
we're out of them. Like somebody ridiculous is gonna have to win now, like Cedric Alexander or like R-Truth.
Yes,
Brock Lesnar gonna be the 24/7 champion.
He's like, oh, I'm so mad. Where's them niggas at?
But thank y'all, fellas, man, as always, man.
Love, baby, love.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all bringing us on.
All right, peace.